Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the full face of makeup with only kids makeup challenge. So I've seen this video kind of floating around YouTube for the past week. The first person I did see do it was Nikki Tutorials, but I know someone else has definitely done this before her because I've been kind of watching a few videos. So I will link those videos down below. So I believe it's Makeup by Pitta that did the video first just by reading people's comments, but I will also link Nikki Tutorials video down below. If you can't tell already, I am unfortunately sick, so I've got a very blocked nose, but I really wanted to film this tutorial, so I hope you don't mind if I sound a little bit blocked and nasally. I did want to put a little disclaimer for this video. I don't normally do this, but I just kind of wanted to mention it. So I'm from Australia, and most of the people I've seen do this challenge are from the US or other countries, and they usually have a store called Claire's that stocks a bunch of kids makeup. But here in Australia, and I think New Zealand as well, it is definitely a lot harder for us to do this challenge. I just feel like there's not much kids makeup stocked at actual toy stores here. So I did go to Target, Big W, Kmart, bunch of dollar stores, and there was literally not that much. The only kid makeup kit I found, which I'll show you, is this one right here, and I got it from Kmart, and it was the only one I found out of all the stores I went to. So I will be using this today. So this is what the kids makeup palette looks like. So we've got a few eyeshadows and blushes, and we've also got some kind of lip balmy things in here. I'm not sure how this is going to work just because the eyeshadow is really hard, like a rock pretty much, so I think I'm going to have to actually scrape into it to actually make it work. So because that's the only kids makeup palette I did come across, I did have to grab kind of dollar store makeup for all the other stuff. I do have a pressed powder by a brand called LOL, and I do have like a brow powder as well from this brand. So I think I'm going to use this for my brows, maybe a crease color, maybe my contour as well. So I'm going to try and improvise. And as for eyeliner and mascara, I ended up picking those up from the Reject Shop just because it's really cheap and they were about $2 each. So I thought, why not try them out? So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. So let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with brows. So I'm just going to open this up, and I did buy this angled brush from the Reject Shop. I believe it was like $1. So this palette came with this brush. Like, how am I meant to fill in my eyebrows with an eyeshadow pad thing? So I'm not sure how pigmentation is going to go with this one just because it's not really coming off on my finger that much, and that's the darkest color. So what I'm going to do before I fill in my eyebrows is take this liquid foundation from Kmart. I believe it was $4, and I'm just going to place this over my eyebrows kind of as a base. I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to put that right over. I really don't know how this is going to work. So I'm going to go in with the darker colour and start with the tail of my brow. So I bought this little brush set from a $2 store. So I've got my little eyebrow spoolie thing in here. Okay, so this is what my brows are looking like at the moment. They look really messy just because I've been trying to push pigment onto them, just because it's not really sticking to my skin very well. But now I'm going to go in with my foundation and exactly the same brush. I've just wiped it off, and I'm going to try and kind of clean them up and fix them. They just look like troll eyebrows at the moment. So I'm just taking that foundation again, and I'm going to use that as an eye base today. This foundation really doesn't have much coverage at all, but hopefully it makes the eyeshadows stick down. These are the eyeshadows I'm going to be working with today. I think I'm going to do kind of like a pink smoky eye if that is possible. So I'm going to try and take this pink and this one and put it on the lid. I also didn't set my eye base just because I feel like if I set it with powder, this eyeshadow is not going to stick to anything, and I'm just going to be using one of these little kind of Q-tip things that came with the actual set. So the moment of truth, let's see if this actually appears on my eyelid. Okay, we're getting something, which is really good. I'm actually so impressed right now. I can't believe this is showing up. I feel like this might look like I've got pink eye or something though. So that's what I've got so far. I'm actually really impressed that it's shown up on my eyelids. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the crease. I'm going to see if I can put any pink in my crease and see if it shows up. So for blending out the eyeshadow, I'm going to take this brush right here, and it's got some like long hairs coming out of it. I did get this brush from the $2 store, and that's what it looks like. You can see those long hairs kind of poking out. This brush needs some love, I think. And it needs a trim as well. I'm just taking a bunch of the pink eyeshadows, to be honest. So I think I'm going to leave the eyeshadow there. There's not much else I can really do just because I've got so many pink colours in this palette, and there are like yellows, greens and blues, but they're not really showing up that much, so I think I'm just going to leave the eyeshadow as is and move on to liner and mascara. Okay, so the eyeliner I've got is this one right here. I'm not sure of the brand, to be honest. It just says IS on it, so I got that from the reject shop and it was about $2. I think I'm going to try and do like a cat wing today, so let's see how we go. Okay, so that's my eyeliner done. I went a little bit overboard as usual and it's kind of cracking a little bit, but what can you do? So moving on to mascara, I'm going to take this Wonder Lashes mascara, and again it's by the same brand as the eyeliner. It was about $2 from the reject shop, so this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to move on to lashes, and I picked these lashes up from the dollar store. I have no idea how they're going to go. They look so plasticky. So that's what the lashes look like. I'm going to attempt to put these on. Hopefully they don't look too silly. Okay, so I've got my lashes on and they are quite flat looking just because they don't curl up very much. So the lighting might have changed from before when I was filming. I've been fiddling with my camera for about 2 hours now. It came up with a huge error message on it saying it needed to update some kind of software, but it literally does not turn off, so I had to pull the battery out. So at the moment I'm recording on my old camera, which is the 650D, and it doesn't autofocus, but it will do the job. So I'm sorry if you can tell if the quality has changed. I really wanted to finish filming this makeup look. So now we're going to move on with foundation, and I'm just going to take the one I was using before and I'm just going to apply it with my fingers because I don't have a brush. I do have a brush, but it's not a very good one, so I think I'm better off just applying it with my hands. So this feels so strange because I just don't apply my foundation with my fingers. I probably did when I was younger, but I'm just so used to brushes. Not sure how much coverage I'm going to get from this foundation. So after I finish filming this makeup look, I'm going to run straight to the shops and give them my camera and tell them to fix it because I've only had it for like 2 months, so that's not really acceptable, is it? So this foundation doesn't really have much coverage and it is oxidizing very quickly. As soon as it goes on my skin, it's going darker. Okay, so now I'm going to set my face with this powder and this brush right here, which doesn't look very soft and hopefully doesn't dent my foundation too much. I really wish there was like a kids concealer, but I just couldn't find anything. I just felt like everything was like really expensive, and if I was going to use a concealer I felt like I needed like a really cheap one, but I just couldn't find any like really cheapy concealers. So I think I preferred my face without anything on it, to be honest, because I don't know what this is. It looks like I've got a beard. It looks like I've cried like with this makeup on. You know when like you bawl your eyes out and your makeup looks like shit? That's what I feel like I look like right now. So now I'm going to go in with blush, and that is going to be my eyeshadow color pretty much. So I'm just going to take a swirl of all these pink colors and I'm going to use that as my blush. So I'm just finishing off the eyes. I'm just putting a little bit of pink on my lower lash line. So for the lips I'm going to take this colour first and then probably put some of the balms over the top just so I've kind of got a nice glossy lip. Doesn't really give me any colour, so let's see how the lip balms go. I'm just picking it up on one of the eyeshadow things. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was going to contour as well with the brow powder, but then I just kind of felt like there was no point. My face is already so patchy, I just felt like it would have looked even worse. Honestly, I had so much fun filming this video, so let me know down below if you'd like to see any other challenge videos. I just love challenging myself and seeing if I can actually make something look good. Like, I don't think it looks terrible in any way. I just wish the face makeup was a bit smoother, but the eyes I'm so impressed about. I can't believe I got pigment out of that eyeshadow, and even the lip color's not that bad, and the brows look okay as well. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to be updated every week with new videos. All my social networks are linked down below, so my Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram is always linked down below, as well as my vlog channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye!